Are you that runner that tells yourself that you are not a runner or your body isn't made to run? Stop it. Of course you could do it. You have run before, and it doesn't matter how slow or fast that you run. It just matters that you could do it. You do not have to be a fast runner to be a runner. Embrace where you are right now. Each pace is very individualized for each runner. It is okay to walk. Now, some runners, especially beginner runners or runners returning to running for either an injury or take a time off for running, may come back and use the Jeff Galloway walk-run method. And if you are out there in your run and sometimes you feel like you may need to take a break, it is okay to walk, because sometimes that walking breaks can help you with your mental defeat while you're out there in your run and get you back into running. And I have found myself that sometimes I take walk breaks on the summertime when it's very hot and humid outside. Sometimes I take a little walk break to break up my runs when I'm feeling a little bit burnt out and tired from that heat running. But definitely check our video on how to use the run walk method if you want more tips on that. Now, some runners do run races, but it's just okay to be a recreational runner, just to go out there and run for your health or your fitness or just to have fun. We all run for all types of reasons. So if you're a runner and looking for races, definitely check our video on a 5K, half marathon, or marathon playlist. But just be happy about where you are and just enjoy your own running journey. You do not have to be a certain body type or weight to run. Plenty of people are running with all different types of shapes of runners out there running and hitting the pavement every day. And most of the time, people is not wasting their time looking at you while you're out on your run. So just go out there and have fun. And it's okay to run while you are older. A lot of people are starting to run late in life and see the benefits that running has on you. It helps with your health. It helps with your bone density. It's so much different benefits to running. And it's a lot of people are starting running late in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I have even heard of a guy started to run when he was 65 and he's running marathons. So you can too. Some people feel like they don't have any time to go running, and that's not true. You could just take 30 minutes to run or an hour to run. You do not have to try to run all at one time. You could run on your lunch break. If you live in a eco or bicycle or sidewalk friendly town, you can even run to work. It's different ways that you can add running and work out to your life without disrupting your life. I am not a real runner. Now, there is no set distance or pace that is needed to be considered a real runner. In addition to that, you don't need to run a certain amount of mileage or distance to be considered a runner as well. So if you go out there and run 1 mile at a 13 pace, you are a runner. I don't need rest days. Now, some runners do believe that they do not need rest days because on those days they need to rest, they feel fine. They have the needed energy to go out there and run. Or they feel like taking a rest day will affect their opportunity to run faster for runners that are trying to increase their speed. They might feel they need to run every day, but that's not true. You definitely need to make sure that you are taking your rest days, because rest days are important to help you out with recovery, especially during your training. if you train for a race. And at the same time, not taking a rest day going to cause you to have a subpar performance and fat those runs. So make sure that you are taking a rest day. And you're wondering, should you take a rest day or how that works? Definitely check our video here to learn more about that. I can never do that. Now, some runners do feel like taking on a marathon or an ultra marathon is well beneath their actual capability. And when they think about those long distance races, they think in their head or in their mind, I can never do that. I was one of those runners, but look at me now, completing over 8 marathons. In addition to that, you could do a marathon. All it takes is the right capability, the right training, the right adaptation, and so much more. The ache and pain will go away if I ignore it. Now, some runners like to push through aches and pains and try not to pay too much attention to it. But doing that could result in a long-term injury. So you definitely want to acknowledge any pain or ache that you are feeling and address it if needed, like seeking out a medical advice along the way. I can eat whatever I want to eat. Now, this is a mindset of long distance runners. Sometimes they feel like they can eat whatever food they want to eat. But make sure that you are eating healthy foods along the way, especially if you're training for a long distance race. And only eat your junk food or your little dessert or silent food in moderation. Be aware of your body and stay consistent with your running. Next, watch how to enjoy running for the rest of your life. And we cannot wait to see you on our next video. Until next time, bye bye.